wanted to show you my pumpkin because I was talking about it yesterday. There he is. So there's our happy fall. Allowing ourselves to there we go. Allowing ourselves to start to welcome the new season. All right. So you might do that with a thing of mums or pumpkin like me or putting your spiders up on your um, in your bushes or something like that, or going for a walk and just noticing all the beautiful colors. And of course, if you're moving into spring, how wonderful of a season there. What do you look for out in nature? And then of course at home. Well, what are you doing at home? Are you changing your closet and starting to bring in some more spring-like clothes into your closet and stuff like that? So all of that kind of preparation that we're doing helps to tell our body we're moving into a different season. Okay. All right. So let's say hello to everybody. We're out front today. Hi, Joanne, Alicia, Shelby, Martha, Christine. So happy to see you. And I'm going to clear this one. I just have to have my alarms on. Helps me. Did you kind of notice how the tree is making a heart shape within the bushes? I happened to notice that when I was watching it the other day when I was here. Hi, June. So today, I totally forgot again what I said we're doing, but it has to do with peace, keeping peace, I think, or was that yesterday? I think it's keeping peace. Anyway, if you want to pop it in, you can. But we know it's about peace, and it's about oneness, and it's really about just being your own self. Hi, Yipeng, how are you? And that being your own self is what the world needs right now. And everybody around you needs you to be yourself. All right, so let's feel ourselves connecting to the earth, and our feet are grounded, our elbows are out. You might be so joyful like me, you're just starting to bounce. Let's connect to Mother Earth. Let the energy scoop it up, coming up through your feet and ankles and everything, the light, the earth light, that chi in light form, coming up through your whole body, your legs and hips, coming up through your abdomen, the diaphragm, and so many butterflies just releasing, because any extra energy is just releasing, transforming and releasing from the body, up through the shoulders. Any stress is gone, through your neck and head, out the top of your head. You're feeling light. And then let's bring in the energy of the universe. Come back down as rain and light and rainbows, and putting everything back in order for you to have a happy, healthy, and wonderful day. So I believe we're bringing in keeping peace. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Let's let ourselves detoxify. Master Lin again was talking about releasing stress as it comes in. As you feel stressed, release it. And release it with the, hi Dorothy, these very slow shoulder rolls back and forth, 9 each way. Release it with bouncing. Release it with tapping the cheekbones and the beginning of the eyebrows. Remember those points that we tap. Let's take our hands over our head for 5 minutes of bouncing with our hands over our head to lift to 100. So there you go. That much won't help. Hands over our head. And we tap those 2 points because, well, they're actually 4 points, but 2 areas. Because that opens up the 2 main energy channels or chi channels in the body. The front channel, which actually runs inside the body, and then when we tap here, it goes down the front of the legs, and then when we tap up here, that goes down the back of the body, back of the legs, and those are the bladder detoxification points. We get stomach detoxification points, on the cheeks, and the beginning of the eyebrows, bladder detoxification points. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Let yourself breathe in to whatever capacity you can do it right away, but then release out very slowly. And see when your body breathes in for you again, if you can just let that weight without holding it, but just noticing, just being aware, hey, when am I going to breathe again? And feel the difference in that in-breath. If we can just pay attention to one thing, like Master Lane says, do one thing, add one thing to help you, it will make all the difference. Hi, Pat. Good morning. So you can have your hands up higher than me. I'm getting pretty good. Look at that one's pretty good now. And or down here, and then once in a while you get them up. Whatever works. And with Qigong, and especially Spring Force Qigong, it's good, better, best. So if your alarm goes off that says get up and do Qigong with Susan, that's good, because hey, you got the thought, and guess what that thought's going to do? That thought is going to connect to your heart with those wonderful memories of being here together, which is going to wake up your chi. If that's as far as you get, it's still good. If you get up and you're joining us in any way, even if you turn it on, but you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to turn it on, but I'm laying in bed. Well, that's better, isn't it? And if you're up and you're practicing it to your best ability, that's best. Keeping peace. I find that an interesting phrase. Because I used to feel that I was like the peacekeeper in the family. I'd see who might be in stress or distress and see if I could do something to help. And then, of course, if you have the siblings who are fighting, I was always put in the center. But I'm seeing it a little differently today. Instead of keeping the peace out there, it's more of keeping the peace within you. If you can stay centered while things are going on around you, without actually, yelling, everybody, stop it. And your peace, right, as love radiators, is going to affect others. So if you've taken level 1, or you know something about chi fields and chi, then you know that everything has a chi field. which just means that's as far as your chi reaches. So I'm interacting with this cute little tree here, and the flag, and the pumpkin, because as we're practicing, my chi field is expanding, and then all these lovely beings around me are interacting with me. Let's take our hands down to our sides. Well done, boy, that was fast. That's because I was talking. Right? So we're just bouncing and turning and letting our hands just go, and arms. So try not to make anything happen today. Let's just keep the peace. We'll just explore, keeping the peace, and just travel through this practice. How does that sound? That sounds kind of nice. Let's see what happens. All right, so we'll do our shoulder shrugs. And Master Lin talked more about this last night. Shoulders come up to the ears, head goes back. So originally I learned it from him about helping our brain health, bringing the spinal fluid up the spine, release the shoulders, head comes back up as we feel that brain getting a shower. And then I had discovered as we were practicing that really opened up the shoulders and neck, and that's exactly what he was talking about yesterday. A thing for releasing stress. Bring your shoulders up, hold your head back. 5 to 9 seconds. Continue to breathe and release down. And he also said there were other, and we'll see if that comes back to me. I believe, yes, it does. Let's do one more. And so what he said is that actually helps if you've eaten too much, or it helps your digestion. So if you've eaten too much, you're feeling like so overfull, it helps to direct the energy down. So we were talking about the spinal fluid coming up for the brain, but also helps to direct the chi down into your digestive system, getting everything in the stomach and whatnot, getting everything moving, right? So isn't that interesting? So we learned something new yesterday. Yay! So we learned something new today. Very good. Now we'll do the other active exercises, and we start with what we were talking about before, tapping the cheekbones. And remembering, this is one of the things that he says for releasing stress. You can just tap your cheekbones. You can do that anywhere, can't you? And then the beginning of the eyebrows. And release and feel it going. And cup the top of your head. We're going to continue the tap again, cupping to wake up the chi in the whole body. Come down to the C7. And then Master Lin did emphasize again about pinching and release. So if you can, pinch for 3 to 5 seconds maximum and release. Otherwise, do massage, whatever you like, whatever's right for you. Good, better, best again. Right? Clap our hands. Hi, Lynn. Cup the inside of our left elbows. It does make it go faster. Me talking helps you to keep your hands up. I know it does for me. Because they're not thinking I'm holding my hands up in the air. Cup your window of the lungs. Again, watch your knees and make sure they're still bent a little bit. And we'll do that 2 more times. Cup the inside of the left elbow and the right side. Come under the arm, left side. You can have your hand up, you can have it behind your head. Doesn't matter. As long as you're getting that under the arm, the armpit is what you want. You don't want to go under. I mean, that's not going to hurt you or anything. But if we want to stimulate the heart energy the most, go right to the armpit. Okay? All right, very good. So we'll come to our tailbone and tap the tailbone area. Another wonderful thing for helping with stress, remember during the day, and this is something that I have had to do more of lately because I'm working on my computer a lot, is to get up and just walk around, tap your tailbone. So I'm so appreciating this fine weather we've had because somewhere around 4, my brain is fizzled, especially from looking at the computer screen. So I started going uh, for a walk. And with this beautiful weather, let's come up on our toes and down on our heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant. It's so restorative. And then I've been able to work for more hours and make dinner. So both good things. All right. So that's all our active exercise. Hi Nadia. Did I get everybody? I said hi to Lynn. Shelby. Okay, good. I think we're good. So if I didn't say hi to you, hi. Thank you for being here. We're bringing in um, keep peace. And with the thought, as we started it, of ourselves, keeping our peace and just watching what's going on around us. And then also feeling our chi field and how our chi field, as we're peaceful, is affecting the chi fields of those around us. So very good. When you know, like, okay, say you like puppies or kittens or bunnies, and you hold one, right? Do you not get a radiation of, oh, this is so cute, and you feel so loving? Yeah, that's their little chi field, which is a big chi field, right? So very good. All right. So let's do our Wednesday movement, which I know sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But we're going to do it for connecting heaven and earth. So we take our hands up for both sides over our head. And I'm kind of under a thing, so I hope this sounds all right because the computer's on the porch. And so the best you can, but you want to have your hands like you're holding a beach ball. So not straight up, a little bigger beach ball. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Oh wait, we didn't do anything. Okay, sorry. Here, how long have I been doing this? 5.5 years. Okay. All right, let's get in beginning of the universe position. Knees bent, shoulders relaxed, elbows out, fingers open. Spine nice and straight. Tuck your chin in. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Breathe in and out. Again, feel the energy of the earth coming through the bottom of your feet, through your whole body and spine. And just the light is, it's like, I can see it in my head, but I can't think of how to say that. Okay, sequence. So, did you ever see or have, or give your kids or grandkids one of those sweaters that's got sequins all over it? And if you push it all down one way, it has a certain picture, and if you push it up the other way, it has another picture. So let's let the earth energy move our sequence all the way up and feel that happiness, and then the universe light pushing it, moving them all the way down, just getting everything back in order. See how that feels. Let's think of that. I like that. That's actually quite good. And then we say the password. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together, and you be joyful, have fun, be so serious. When I went to Synchronicity Foundation, Master Charles Cannon, they would actually have a day, if you're at a retreat, for a week or something, where they'd have little funny costumes and stuff, and you just put them on and be silly. If you went to his room where people would give him gifts, right, and they were all over and all kinds of stuff, he would have beautiful statues, Buddha and Kuan Yin, and all kinds and paintings and whatever. And then there'd also be very, very silly looking clowns or whatever. Everything. Include everything. Include everything about yourself. And then we ask for what we want. We connect to our what's most divine for us. We ask for what we want. What we want. Bring in. Keep peace. Keep peace in your cells. Keep peace in your tissues, your organs. Heal. Release what you no longer need. All right, now we'll bring our hands up. And we're gonna try for 5 minutes. What do you think? So hands up over our heads, and this one's called Connecting Heaven and Earth. And you breathe in, and then you just lower down from the knees, and then you breathe out and you come back up. Hi Marlene, happy to see you. We need to get on and talk one of these days. And release. I would love to talk to everybody. So if anybody wants to talk to me, we'll set up a time and just get on and talk nonsense. It'll be awesome. So you're breathing in and out through the nose. I actually found myself breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, so I thought I better remind myself. Of course, if you're doing that, then you're releasing, you're still detoxifying, so that's okay too. So don't force anything. And bring in the peace from the universe. And we could think of our sequence sweater again. So the universe brings it down, and it has a beautiful picture that says peace, and I don't know, maybe it's dark blue with gold. And then you breathe out, and then the earth energy comes up, and then it moves our beautiful sequence up, and it has a different piece. So what is that? Maybe a peace tree. I'm liking that idea. Because Masterlin, so this we found out sometime last year, I think, that he said that the vibration of peace from the universe is a different vibration of peace than from the earth. So see, as you're doing this very slowly, I'm going to actually try to be quiet. And just see if you can feel or differentiate between the feeling of peace coming into you through all your cells from the universe and the same from the earth. And see if that feels the same or if it feels different, or if there's a color that comes to you that's different or the same. Just notice. So we're not going to try to make anything the same. We're not going to try to make anything different. We're just going to keep the peace and watch. One more breath. And when you're ready, turn your hands outward and slowly come down and see if you can feel what peace in your chi field feels like. And can you feel it moving through? So it's not like your fingers are moving through your chi field, through this piece. But what if the piece is moving through your hands, your arms, while both are moving through each other? How wild is that? Hi, Barbara. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. So we're almost to 8, so let's gather the chi in our lower dantian, spin it, spin it, spin it. Just feel it coming in and condensing down into a ball. It's so joyful, it's so happy, it's so peaceful. It turns into that tiny little energy pillar. We tuck it deep behind the navel. And then we breathe in, rub our hands, knowing we're bringing in the chi from the universe, from our soul, through our heart and our shoulders. And how can our shoulders ever be tense? Just knowing that. And then we have this chi lotion on our hands and we rub our face. Okay, so the other thing Master Lin told us yesterday, if you're still here, is take your fingers, and you know how we sometimes do this, and he suggests 100 times, several times, at least twice a day. And this is a really good one for the heart energy. I believe he said the heart energy. And for our stress release. So consider doing that. Let's rub our ears. And like he says, you know, you don't have to do everything. Pick one and give it a try. All right? A giant I love everybody. 10,000 hand breath in, letting the universe, letting your creator, letting your ancestors, letting all the beings that love you for whatever reason or for no reason pour down gifts. Bring your hands together, place them on your head, accept the gifts, accept the responsibility to give them out. So keep peace today and share it. Even how do you share and keep? By you being peaceful, right? Peaceful love radiator. Peace radiator. All right, that was awesome. You guys are amazing, just want to say. All right, have a beautiful day. And I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.